So what is a family to do then to be able to buy real estate in the city of Toronto? I know there's some people out there say just don't live in Toronto. What are the top 5 things that you should be looking for as a family wanting to purchase a condo in the city of Toronto? Let's talk about family-friendly condos. If you're a family out there who is struggling with trying to find good real estate in the city of Toronto, the house market has passed you by. As we all know, when it comes to buying a house in the city of Toronto, you need to get to that 20% down threshold to be able to purchase something above $1 million. And a lot of families out there don't have that down payment. Or if you're looking in some trendier neighborhoods of the city where the average price of a semi-detached house or a detached house or even a townhouse is well above $1.2 million. In many of the neighborhoods, if we're looking closer to the downtown core, to get a freehold house, to get a semi-detached or a detached, you're looking at 1.4 to 1.5, almost $1.6 million as an entry level into many of these neighborhoods. So what is a family to do then to be able to buy real estate in the city of Toronto? I know there's some people out there saying just don't live in Toronto. That could be the reality for you, but it's not the reality for everybody. So if a condominium is your only option, or if you just choose to live in a condo like I do, what are the top 5 things that you should be looking for as a family wanting to purchase a condo in the city of Toronto? Well, I've come up with a list for you to make that decision perhaps a little bit easier. So number 5 in our list is child-friendly amenities within buildings. So there are some buildings out there, especially some newer condo buildings, that have things built in like a child play area, like a pool that accommodates younger kids. So those are the very obvious ones, but other things to consider when it comes to child-friendly amenities could be things like sports courts, whether it be a basketball court or a volleyball court, something for older kids to take advantage of, right? Or perhaps it could be a yoga space or a party room. A party room is a great flex space in a condominium building to host birthday parties or gatherings. Visitor parking. How often do you need that extra help as a parent? And whether it be a friend or a family member or someone to come visit, and having visitor parking is key. Having a concierge, especially with older kids, having a concierge could be important to you, especially if you're in some of the downtown neighborhoods that are very busy. Having that extra layer of security with a concierge or someone just simply to grab packages. Now, this leads us very easily into number 4 on our list, which is safety features. So we already talked about the concierge, it being amenity and a safety feature. Some other safety features of a condo are things like, does the condo building have cameras set up? Do they take things like realtor keys and lock boxes seriously? Where the building is located in the city or versus where it is located versus the street or the neighborhood. Having a building on a busy or a main street could actually be an advantage, while you do have the disadvantage of a little bit of noise and it being a little bit busier. If your kids are a bit more independent and walking home on their own, it is sometimes a little bit more comforting having them walk home on a busy street rather than a condo building that has an entrance or is located in a quieter, maybe darker area. Being in a slightly busier locale where there's life and action and stuff going on can generally feel a little bit safer. Number 3 on our list is parks and recreational amenities in the neighborhood. It's very vital, especially if you're a parent with young kids, to be close to green space and close to activities for your young kids. We all know that kids have endless amounts of energy, and we have to find a way for them to expel that energy, or none of us as parents will ever get a good night's sleep. So being close to parks and neighborhood amenities where they can expend that energy is key. So not only looking for a small playground with a few apparatuses for kids to swing and slide on, eventually your kids get older, and if you're planning on living in a condominium for a extended length of time, there's only so long. I mean, kids will age out of little playgrounds fairly quickly. So you want to think about parks that not only just have small playground equipment, but also may have a baseball diamond or a soccer field or a pool, or a hockey rink, basketball court, things that older kids can also take advantage of and burn off some of that extra energy. And then number 2 on our list is access to public transit. Last thing you want to do as a parent is have to take 3 buses, a subway, and a streetcar to get to where you're going. Ideally, you want to look for a building that's super close to a transit stop where you can quickly get onto that transit stop, get to where you're going, or when you're getting home, quickly get off that streetcar or subway and be in your front door within minutes. Especially when we have inclement weather, when it's snowing or raining, it is a very nice feature to have public transit nice and close to your building. And then number 1 on our list is proximity to good schools, or proximity to schools in general. Again, something that usually young parents, it's at the top of their mind, but it's also at the top of our list, is being close to schools. So when it comes to condo development in the city of Toronto, there's a contentious push and pull between schools and new development. And you'll see when a new development is proposed, you'll see the Toronto District School Board will usually put up a big sign in front of that development saying, hey, if you're buying in this development, you are not guaranteed to get into whatever school district the address for the condo building is currently in, which in my opinion is something that the city of Toronto has to address, but also something that as a purchaser of a condo, you want to make sure that you're not buying your condo based on a certain school in the neighborhood, because school districts can change, especially when it comes to newer condo buildings. That's something that I always double check on to make sure that whatever condo building they're buying into fits within the school districts and they're not having to put their kids on a bus to be bused 5 kilometers away to a different school district because there's not enough space in whatever school is in that neighborhood. Now, I give you examples of new condos being developed in great neighborhoods that have most of this list covered, the 5 points that I just covered. So the first one we're going to look at is Galleria on the Park. Galleria on the Park is a great located development. So it's on the site where the Galleria Mall used to exist near Dufferin and Dupont in the West End of Toronto. It's not right in one of our under-the-radar neighborhoods, but it abuts the under-the-radar neighborhood. So at Galleria, it pretty much, I shouldn't say pretty much, it hits all 5 of these points that we just mentioned: schools, child-friendly amenities, great safety features. It's going to have parks, and the developer is actually involved in the redevelopment of the Wallace Emerson Park. So you're going to have a brand new park with skating rinks. There's going to be a pool in the community center, soccer fields, and when we think about public transit, you are a stone's throw away from the Lord Danforth subway line. So you can walk there in like 10-15 minutes or hop on the bus. And then you're also close to the Up Express station over at Dundas West. And you also have the Dufferin bus and the Dupont bus that cut right through the neighborhood. So you're super well connected from a transit standpoint as well. So when we look at a family-friendly layout, I have one up on the screen right now. You can see it right here. So this is one of the layouts in the building. So a unit like this right now is trading just above $1 million. But as you can see on the screen, it's a 3-bedroom plus den layout. So if we were to think about 3-bedroom, 2-washroom houses in this particular neighborhood around Galleria Mall, to get anything decently renovated in this neighborhood, renovated to the same spec of some of these condos, you're looking at 1.4 to 1.5 million as an entry level to get something of this quality in this neighborhood. So when you're looking at some of these units here, like a 3-bedroom at Galleria that's trading around the $1.1 to $1.2 million mark, it's significant savings over the price of a house in the neighborhood. So it gets you into that slightly over $1 million price point in a very well-connected neighborhood right near downtown Toronto. And then the other building that I think would be great for a family looking to live in a condo is the Humber. And this one's out in Weston. So this building is located like 5-minute walk from the Up Express station in Weston. So that means from your front door to downtown Toronto, you can get downtown in under 30 minutes. And that's at rush hour. I'm not saying at 2 a.m. in the morning. At rush hour, you can be at Union Station in under 30 minutes from this location. And then from a price standpoint, I know for a lot of families out there, one of the pain points is getting 20% down payment. So not only does this unit trading for under $900,000. So not only do you not have to have that 20% down payment to purchase this unit, this particular developer has actually partnered with a company called Options for Homes, where they'll actually help you out with your down payment. You only need to come with 5% down payment, and they will actually provide you with up to an additional 20% down payment to actually bump up your down payments, which means that you're not having to mortgage all that extra money at these high rates. They'll invest into your down payment. What usually means in the fine print is that they become a co-equity partner. So once you sell that property down the road, whatever percentage of down payment they provided, you'll have to repay that when you sell. So in this scenario, think of it as a rich uncle coming in saying, hey, we're going to give you an extra couple $100,000 to help you close on this condo. All it means is that when that condo sells, if it sells, and it likely will sell for a larger amount than what you paid for it, we are now just looking to recoup some of that down payment money that we assisted you with. So you can see the layout of the unit right here that I targeted in this building. That would be great for families. 988 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Again, great location. So if you're interested in any of these buildings or any other family-friendly buildings that I have an entire list of, send me your email, comment down below, or email me. We also have a Calendly link. Hit us up. We can either talk about one of these 2 buildings, these 2 units, or talk about any other family-friendly building in the city of Toronto. If you were a family looking for that condo life, we can certainly help you. So hit us up right now. Peace out.